Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's your girl Sophia Blue with the Colorway Podcast. Thank you so much for coming back and joining me for episode 3. Appreciate it so much. You guys make me so happy. So far, so good for me. We're gonna get into our mental digest, and then our topics for today is the ceasefire between Israel and Gaza, Drake dropping his case with UMG, which is Universal Music Group, and Beyonce postponing her big announcement due to the fires in Palisades. So there's been a lot going on. This is all today, guys. So let's get into it. Um, the color of the day is yellow, or like a canary yellow, I guess you could say. I chose yellow today because it represents joy, clarity, and optimism, and that's what I'm feeling today. So let's talk about why. Yesterday I had a big cry. I cried for a long time, and not just like a wink, wink, wink. It was like a crying, coughing, snotting, screaming up for God type of cry. And to not make myself too vulnerable on these podcasts, I'm gonna just say I'm just not where I want to be in life in any aspect, and it kind of some days it gets to me, and I cry about it. And I cried yesterday about it, but today I woke up and I don't feel as bad as I felt yesterday. I'm a little optimistic. Um, and yeah, that's just how I feel today, guys. I feel good. I could feel better, but I feel good. I feel great actually. I could feel exuberant, but I don't. I feel great. And that's fine. You know, better, better, better. Anyway, so that is the mental digest for today. Kept it kind of short. Let me know if you like shorter mental digest. I can like make them shorter and not make everything about me and my retarded. Oh, gotta hit chill on the R word. Me and my crazy ass mental that goes on in my head. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. I gotta stop. But that is my mental digest for the day, guys. And let's get into some things. So there was a ceasefire between in Gaza between Israel and Gaza. A ceasefire has been brokered between Israel and Hamas after weeks of conflict. Both sides have agreed to a temporary halt to hostilities to allow humanitarian aid and negotiations to continue. Mediators, including Egypt and Qatar, played significant roles in felicitating the ceasefire. So, shout out to Qatar and Egypt for, I guess, making a little peace in the Middle East. Shout out to y'all. Over 2 million people in Gaza have been affected by the blockade and lack of resources during this conflict. The ceasefire is tentative and depends on both parties maintaining certain conditions. The international community, including the UN, has called for a long-term peace talks, but the situation still remains fragile. And I mean, these niggas have been beefing for years. So yeah, the situation is probably going to remain fragile for more years. And honestly, the way that people across the pond, especially in the Middle East, act, you could say anything and tip them niggas off wrong, and they gonna start shit, fucking popping shit again. So I guess all we can do is keep watching, hope, and pray that everything gets better. But I will say this to the people. You know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself because I had a bone to pick. But you know what? It's old and I'm gonna let y'all make it. But I will say, as a black woman on this cause, I have no dog in either fight because as a black woman, I'm taking my hands out of everyone's fights but my own. I only fight for those who fight for me, and the only people that I've ever seen fight for me are my fellow sisters, my black women. So shout out to y'all, fist in the air, bitches, because we it. And I don't like, since we talking about it, I don't like when we were voting for whoever the fuck our president or whatever, the people on that side that was seeking that not pro Palestine, but the other people, they were like, "Oh, we don't like Kamala, and if you vote for her, you're voting against us." And or no, her exact words were, "If you vote for Kamala, or if you're anyone like Kamala, we don't accept you in our community anyway." Oh, bitch, what does that mean? What does that mean? Baby, when you're over there fighting, I'm gonna get into that. No, I'm gonna get into it now. First of all, I don't even understand why the fuck. Well, I do understand, don't get me wrong, but I don't understand why whenever Americans are voting for their fucking presidents and governors and mayors and shit, why other countries being our business so motherfucking hard. Just being our motherfucking business, especially they just be in our motherfucking business, especially when we're never in theirs. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And y'all just be all up in our shit. So for you to go out your fucking way, not to be insensitive, but bitch, y'all in the middle of a motherfucking war, and the first thing to come out your raggedy ass lip is, oh, and if you vote for Kamala or anyone like Kamala, you're not accepted in our community anyway. Oh, this community, you know what? Guys, I get dark sometimes, and I don't know if YouTube is a space for me, so I be holding back a lot. So I ain't gonna say what the fuck I was finna say, but I'm gonna let y'all make it. Shout out to the people. Shout out to Israel. Shout out to Gaza. Shout out to all them niggas. I hope everything works out in all seriousness. Um, Shout out to Hamas and Israel. Moving forward, speaking of beefs that are probably gonna last a long ass fucking time, is Drake and his beef with Kendrick Lamar that has now turned into Drake and his beef with the company that he signed to, UMG. Drake has officially dropped his $10 million lawsuit against UMG, University Music Group. The lawsuit centered allegations that UMG interfered with his career decisions, particularly over music rights and revenue. It's unclear whether a settlement was reached or if Drake decided to move forward without the litigation. Drake's lawsuit was initially filed in 2022 following disputes over his contract with UMG. UMG reportedly earns over 1 billion annually from Drake's music catalog. That's a lot of money to be giving to be making for it, nigga. He ain't moving. You feel me? Like I feel Drake. I feel him, bitch. If I'm bringing y'all in $1 billion a a year, $1 billion a year off of my voice alone. I don't care who wrote it. Off of my voice, I'm gonna need y'all to run me that. Run me that. Run me that. What are y'all talking about? I get it. And listen, I'm a big Drake hater now. Ever since his Kendrick beef, Kendrick didn't sway me. I was on to Drake. I couldn't find that thing to really stamp it for me. But after this Kendrick shit, he really showed how much of a corny ass cornball bitch he is. And I'm done with his light skinned ass. But I will say, um, upon doing research, finding out what I now know about his case with UMG, I do get some of it now. Why he chose after the beef to really expound on his lawsuit with UMG and putting in lyrics and shit from Kendrick's um diss records and making it like UMG is in control of what the fuck Kendrick puts out. You know what I mean? Even though I'm like, I know how that all the politics and shit work with the people that the distribution and all that shit. But at the end of the day, like, this is a beef that you initiated, baby. Like, what are we talking about? You were a full consenting adult in this beef. Why the fuck you want us to blame UMG? And then your beef with UMG don't got shit. Both beefs don't have shit to do with each other, but you tried to tie them together and get everybody up in one fell swoop. But that's what a bitch do. That's what a bitch do. And that's fine. That's that white woman in them. But we gonna move on. This move comes as Drake continues to dominate music charts with For All the Dogs breaking streaming records in 2025. And we all know that he breaking streaming records because The machine that he said was behind Kendrick's Not Like Us is the machine that's pushing all those weak ass albums that he's dropped since what is that one, Views or some shit, the one where he has that song where Rihanna's like, I'm too good for you, I'm just too good for you. That album, last good Drake album, swear to God, everything after that has been pure ass. And I don't understand who's listening, why they're listening, and who's pushing it. But I mean, obviously, the bots, the things he's getting. What is it? Sympathy and payola. So I don't know, child. But well, I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes locked on what the fuck Drake got going on because I'm nosy and I'm a hater and I'm not praying on his downfall. But we're gonna see where it goes because, mhm, yeah. And do y'all think Drake, when he had those braids, do y'all think he was wearing a wig? Comment down below because I have conspiracy theories about that as well. But this ain't about Drake. Well, it's about Drake, but this ain't about Drake right now. And so I'm not going to go too deep into him and his wig and his lace frontal and his 12-inch body wave deep curly bohemian wig that he was trying to push. But bitch, I'm on to you. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Moving forward, another person that has me fucking mad, my favorite artist in the fucking entire world, the Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Beyonce postponed her announcement at 11:57 p.m. on the 13th of January 2025, knowing that she had a big announcement to drop on the 14th. So everybody's up at midnight. Niggas gotta go to work. Okay? Everybody's up at midnight, searching the web, searching the web. Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce. We're waiting, girl. Drop, drop, drop. So we're itching up on the time. Some niggas were having like fucking watch parties. Niggas were doing Zoom parties, TikTok live parties, fucking Twitch Zoom lives and shit, trying to watch this bitch and see what the fuck she do. And here she goes. She canceled the shit at 11:57 p.m. Bitch, you knew you were gonna cancel that shit all fucking day. You could have came at 11:57 a.m. You know what I mean? And said, "Hey guys, oh sorry, but due to the fires in Palestine, Lord Jesus, due to the fucking fires in the shit, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, Pasadena, wherever the fuck, Palisades. I'm gonna postpone my announcement." Girl, girl. That's because your motherfucking ass was about to dig in our pockets. And I'm sorry if I'm cussing a lot. Well, I cuss a lot every fucking podcast. And I'm gonna work on it one day. But today is not. I cuss like a fucking sailor. And I don't care. This bitch. Okay, so my thing is, shout out to the people that lost everything at the Palisade fire. But girl, what the fuck they gotta do with you? What they got to do with you and what the fuck you got going on, baby? I'm in Texas. I ain't in California. Drop what you finna drop so I can get what the fuck I need. Hate to be insensitive, but I don't give a fuck. Them niggas don't care about me. I need to know what the fuck Beyonce is dropping. And it's not right. I feel like for you to have people on the fucking itching, we're right at the mark, and you wait like you're playing fucking games, and you're supposed to be being serious. Oh, it's because of funny spill scenes, and oh, this is so serious. It's such a serious time, but y'all fucking ass waits until 3 minutes before 12 o'clock to let niggas know. Come on, Beyonce. Come on. On. Use your fucking noggin. That shit pissed me off so goddamn. I'm mad right now. Shit, I'm about to end the fucking podcast. I'm so goddamn mad. I'm shit. Bitch, the fuck is wrong with you? And then what pisses me off even more, and I talked about this with my sister earlier. So if you don't know, right at somewhere between midnight, somebody accidentally dropped um on one of those like ticket hub websites, somebody accidentally dropped dates for a show from Beyonce in Chicago. And that kind of gave us as fans what we needed to confirm that it's a tour. And my thing about that is, how fucking dare you, bitch? Like, did Beyonce for the last 2 to 3 years, whenever Renaissance came out, whenever she came out on Renee, okay, she's been in our fucking pocket. She's been begging and itching and begging for some motherfucking coin. And listen, I've talked to the girls. Like I said in my other video, I've spoken to the girls and no one's coming, boo boo. Of course, Beyonce is not gonna not have a good tour. Like, it's Beyonce, but a lot of the core base is not coming. It's not coming. We're not coming. And I hope that it's a big enough amount of people that don't come that shows Beyonce, like, bitch, play with it. Because we kept telling her, I'm telling you, and I know she be on the internet. It's her fucking internet. It's Beyonce's internet. I know she be on the internet. I know she sees our videos. I know she sees our comments. We've asked you, girl, drop anything. You can drop everything, but don't release dates for a concert, because baby, I don't got it. Times are fucking hard, girl. We don't got it. Got it. And she's so out of touch with that. And with her, if it is a tour announcement, I'm gonna have to scale back a little bit on my fanmanship with Beyonce, because that right there would let me know how out of touch she actually is, and I give her more credit than I should. And I'm gonna start standing on business. She is not gonna be excluded from my motherfucking wrath, okay? I don't care. Love Beyonce down to the boots, baby. But what you're not gonna do is play on and bank on my motherfucking top. I'm not finna be paying for your houses and cars and da da da. We've been there. We've done that, baby. We've done it. What more do you want from me? What do you want from me? In my Tyrese voice, got it. I don't got it. Fans speculate the announcement was related to a new tour after Ticketmaster accidentally listed Chicago tour dates before quickly removing them. The timing has led to whispered rumors that a Renaissance Act 2 tour is in the works. Beyonce Renaissance tour grossed over $500 million dollars in 2023, making it one of the highest grossing tours of all time. Ticketmaster has a history of leaking major events before announcements, like Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Beyonce is known for being secretive about her plans, but her fan base is highly skilled at piecing together clues. And we are, and did, and bitch, don't get canceled. This is your warning, Beyonce. Don't lose your fan base overdoing it. Do not overdo it. These people will switch and flip on you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But with that being said, guys, as we wrap up this episode, whether it's a ceasefire, a drop lawsuit, or Beyonce keeping us on the edge, life is full of transitions. So let's stay optimistic. And remember to always, always, always embrace the colors of your life. I love you guys. Bye bye.